Hey, welcome to Backyard Billiards. I'm Chuck. I'm going to go over some defense shots, some easy defense, some hard defense, some really hard defense. But I'm going to start off with the easy defense. It's just a simple stop shot. If you can learn a stop shot, you can, you have up a whole world of defense. For example, if we're playing 9-ball and we're shooting the 1-ball, but we don't have a good place to pocket the 1-ball. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use a stop shot, hitting the 1-ball, sending it up table, and leaving the cue ball behind the 8. Another example of the stop shot that you can do. Alright, say you don't have a good shot on the 1-ball. You shoot a stop shot on the 1-ball, send it 3 rail over here, and stop the cue ball behind the 8. Those are just stop shots. Alright, another thing is I just said we just broke a game of 10-ball. And this is a common place where the 1-ball ends up. The cue ball ends up about there. Alright, this is a 3-rail defense. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to snip the side of the 1-ball, send it towards the 10, and have the cue ball come 1, 2, and probably be behind the 9 or over here on the rail. And the good thing about the shot is, even if you don't hook them, you have distance. I say I just broke a game of 10-ball, and the 1-ball stopped there. I don't really have a good shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thin the left side of the 1-ball. I mean, pretty thin. So I'm going to have the cue ball go 1, 2, 3 rails behind the 9. The good thing is, if I don't make it or get a good hook, I'll leave the 1-ball. I'll leave a lot of good distance in between the 2. I just say I just broke the game of 10-ball, and the cue ball ended there, the 1-ball ended up on the rail. That happens a lot, especially in 9-ball. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to thin the 1-ball on the left-hand side, send the cue ball 1, 2, 3 rails behind the 9, and having the cue ball having the 1-ball come up near the 10, or in between the 10 and 6 here. The good thing is, if I don't get a good hook, I'll leave distance, the table length. Alright, I did get the hook. You see, even if the 9-ball wasn't there, I still left distance. get into the more harder defenses. Now these just take good cue ball control. Alright, I'm going to bank the one ball off the table and just use a little bit of top left-hand English to come off the rail, but this is a speed shot, so you got to know the speed of the cue ball very well. This is more of a simple defense that y'all probably are used to. I'm just going to hit the one ball over here, have the cue ball come over here, and have these balls as blockers. And you see, even if I didn't have these balls in the way, you know, my opponent would have to bank at it or something. These are a little bit more tougher. I don't have to get shot on one ball. I can play defense behind the 10. The best way to do it is actually send the send the cue ball to the rail here and come up behind it. Because if you're coming straight into it, you know, it's kind of hard to control the speed, but the rail kind of slows it down a little bit going behind there. And this is a very, you know, you got to work on your speed on this. I can't stress that enough. Cue ball speed is a big deal in this shot. So I got it really. But for beginners, you know, just learn that stop shot, because that stop shot will just, you know, I use a stop shot safe more than I do any. Because it's just as simple. Just head down table, stop it behind the ball. Okay, you can do the stop shot, you know, long distance also to hide behind the ball. So I'm going to hit the one ball, send it a couple rails, and just leave the cue ball frozen to the 8. All right. You can do a long distance stop shot too, as long as you, I'm going to hit the one ball, stop it, have it come down table, and leave the cue ball right behind the 10. That's perfect. All right, here's another good one here. Alright, that's what I call just a bank defense. I'm going to hit the one ball. Alright, this is a bank defense. I'm going to hit the one ball out towards the 7 or 3 and just have the cue ball follow up and snug against the 10 there. This is a force follow, but it's not, you don't have to put any like power into it. It's just top and follow through. There we go. So I'll show you this one again. All I'm doing is I'm just seeing where the cue ball is going to go after it hits the one ball. That's what I'm concentrating on, is getting it on that 10 ball. All right, you can also do that by just using a follow And I still love to come off the rail. It just slows the cue ball down just a hair. I'll show you another example of that one. Perfect. Now, as you're playing these defenses on yourself in practice, try to figure out ways to get yourself out of it. Even if you don't succeed, you know, you got to think about what can I do to get out of this predicament I'm in. I don't know if I can get by there or not. And you also, you got the drawback safe that you can do. Okay, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the one ball up table. I'm gonna hit the one ball up table and just draw it behind the 4 ball. Safety shot. I'm gonna hit the 1 ball, draw it to the rail, and then come back behind the 10 ball. I'm just using the bottom. I like to use a little bit of bottom left-hand English. That way when it hits the rail, it spins back towards the 10. Alright, you notice I do a stun shot defense, which is pretty much the same scenario. I'm putting balls in the way that y'all know I can't make it in the pocket. But I'm just going to hit it with center English and pop it over behind the 10 ball. Basically, here's some more safeties for you guys to think about. Okay, a little bit more advanced. Okay, I'm going to shoot the 1 ball off the side of the 5. Send the 1 ball down table and just hide the cue ball with a stop shot, a little bit of draw behind the 2. See, all I gotta know is where the object ball is going and put the cue ball in its path. Here's another advanced scenario for you guys. You're snipping the 1 ball and have the cue ball come back here behind the 2. Creative shot of the week, and I'm going to do this at the end of my videos each time if you go all the way through it. Alright, say I got to shoot a 1 ball, and I'm going to make it over here, but I don't really have a good shot on it. So I'm going to come off the point and call it here. Now you got to practice on where to hit it off that point. Yeah, you just sit down and just practice, because this shot takes practice. And that'll keep you on the table when you're running. That's that real game defense I told you about. Now when you come into a defense situation, try to figure out what you can do to play defense back. I'm going to try to hit the 3 ball with the speed and try to hook the cue ball behind the ball. See, Yeah, I hit it at good speed, got defense. Great ball there.